Howdy, everyone. First of all, my name is Wolfgang Schlitter. I'm an MMA fan and owner of two restaurants. I came up with the idea to take a look at The Ultimate Fighter 1 and what happened to everyone after the show. I contacted every one of the season's one's cast. Sam Hoger, Bobby Southworth, and Alex Schönauer were the only three replying. For Bobby, in the end, it was too much to read. Alex didn't reply after I sent him everything via email, and Sam has in the moment his music career as Diesel Walker prioritized. So nothing got added, but it was nice messaging them on Messenger or WhatsApp. Both Bobby and Sam praised my work and said I did a really good job. As always, hit like, follow the channel, and while you're at it, click the bell button for notifications when new videos get released. Let's recap lengthily The Ultimate Fighter 1 and what happened to the fighters after the show. Before The Ultimate Fighter Season 1, the UFC was in absolute turmoil, with pay per views losing money and no brand recognition, and turned no profit in 4 years. All in all, the Fertitta brothers pumped over 40 million in the company. Dana and the Fertitta brothers decided that they would try one last opportunity before they gave up on the dying promotion. The Ultimate Fighter wouldn't have been the show as we know it now if they would have gone ahead with the original concept. The show should have been the American promoter and followed Dana White around the whole time as he navigated his busy schedule. Dana himself shut the idea down. He didn't want to do a reality show at all because he hated them. Matchmaker Joe Silva came up with the idea putting everyone in a house as the top prospects in both divisions were guaranteed spots on the UFC roster. This Ultimate Fighter mansion featured a swimming pool, a fully stocked bar, naturally with tight and true formula of alcohol and face punching for some wild highlights. The trio of the Fertittas and Dana literally met with every network multiple times: ABC, NBC, CBS, ESPN. The answer from all of them were that they were too concerned that the product was too violent and not something they could put on TV. It was too bloody. The last hope was a new network called Spike, after their rebrand was labeled the Network for Men. After several meetings, one of the Spike executives said, "Hey, if you guys want to pay for it, we'll put it on air." So SUFA paid for the whole thing themselves. One cool fact: prior to Monday Night Raw getting moved from Spike to USA Network, the show was a masterpiece for Spike TV. It seemed logical from a ratings standpoint that the experimental Tough series would work best after Raw. 57% of the Raw viewers stayed to watch The Ultimate Fighter. Vince McMahon, the owner of the WWE, could have blocked the whole thing, but he okayed the show. The debut season of The Ultimate Fighter, after it was renamed The Ultimate Fighter 1, premiered on January 17, 2005. 16 mixed martial arts fighters, 8 light heavyweights weighing in from 186 to 205 pounds, and 8 middleweights weighing in from 171 to 185 pounds were invited to participate in the show, where they have to resided together and trained in two separate teams, coached by UFC light heavyweight fighters Chuck Liddell, head coach of the blue team, and Randy Couture, head coach of the green team. Light heavyweights: Team Liddell, Bobby Southworth, Sam Hoger, Forrest Griffin, Alex Schönauer, and Team Couture: Stephan Bonner, Mike Swick, Lodun Kincaid, and Jason Thacker. Middleweights: Team Liddell, Josh Koscheck, Diego Sanchez, Kenny Florian, Josh Rafferty, and Team Couture: Nathan Quarry, Chris Leben, Alex Karilexis, and Chris Sanford. The teams competed in physical challenges, segmented, hosted by singer Willa Ford, to determine which team had the right to pair one of their fighters against an opponent of their choice in the same weight class, with the loser being eliminated. There was a misunderstanding what the show was. We finally had a reality show with fighters on it, and it was about drama, super lame challenges. So fans got frustrated, the fighters were frustrated, since the producers pitched them it was a fighting show. When they arrived and expected to fight, but then they were told they wouldn't be fighting until the end of the season. Many fighters went to Dana's office multiple times and nagged him because they wanted to fight. He told them it wasn't up to him, and this was the way into the UFC. Lorenzo Fertitta had worked with the Nevada State Athletic Commission to designate any fight before the live finales as exhibitions, so the results of these taped bouts wouldn't be announced publicly, essentially running the suspense of the show. Everyone in the end thought that pestering of Dana was the reason that they began to fight. Now there is a build up to Dana's infamous speech. Once they were told they had to fight, others than the first pitch was, understandably, the seasoned fighters wanted to get paid or somehow compensated to put their health on the line. When Lorenzo Fertitta went into his work, he stopped by at the gym to see what was going on, watch some filming and whatnot. Someone said to him that these guys are pushing back on fighting. He called Dana and told him to get down here and figure this out. That's when Dana snapped. Dana literally walked out of a meeting, jumped in his car, broke every driving law in the state of Nevada, pulled his car up in front of the gym, left it running, and went in, and that's how the speech unfolded. So he entered the house and delivered his iconic speech. So I tried to do it in Dana's voice, but I wrote everything down. So let's have a go. I'm not happy right now. I have the feeling that some of you guys here don't want to fight. I don't know if that's true or not or whatever, but I don't know what the fuck everyone thought they are coming here for. Does anybody here not want to fight? Speak up. Anybody who came here thinking they were not gonna fight, speak up. Let me hear it. So Bobby Southworth answered, some of us thought we not gonna fight till the end of the finals. Forrest Griffin said that was his understanding too, and others were agreeing. So Dana keep going on. Let me explain something to everybody. This is a very, and when I say very, I can't explain to you what a unique opportunity this is. You have nothing to fucking worry about every day except coming in and getting better in what supposedly you want to do for a living. Big deal, the guy sleeping next to you fucking stinks. He's drunk all night, making noises, and you can't sleep. You got fucking roommates. We picked who we believed are the best guys in this country right now. We did, and you guys are it. Fucking act like it, man. Do you wanna be a fighter? That's the question. It's not about cutting weight. It's not about living in a fucking house. It's about, do you wanna be a fighter? It's not all fucking signing autographs and banging broads when you get out of here. It's not. It's no fucking fun, man. It's a job just like any other job. So the question is not, do you want to think you have to make weight? Do you think you had to do this? Do you want to be a fighter? That is my question, and only you know that. Anybody who says they don't, I don't fucking want you here. And I'd throw you the fuck out of the gym so fucking fast your head will spin. It's up to you. I don't care. Cool? I love you all. That's why you're here. Have a good night, gentlemen. And then he left, back to his car that was still running. So when you have a show that this big of a hit, there are billboards and buses and advertising everywhere. Tough had zero advertising. No buses, no billboards, no advertising on other shows. They had none of that. Spike wanted to promote the finale, but didn't live up to their promise of making a full page article in the USA Today. Dana was pissed. So to the finale, both fighters had rough, controversial, and impressive wins to make it to the finale. In their first fights, Forrest Griffin defeated Alex Schöner by TKO but suffered what appeared to be a serious cut above his eye. Stefan earned a controversial decision win over the season favorite Bobby Southworth. Griffin won the fight against Bonner 29 to 28 on all three scorecards to earn the UFC contract. Forrest earned his contract. Things would change up in a moment or two though, because White and the Fertitas huddled up, came up with a plan, and gave both of them a contract to the UFC. They never made sole decisions. Nobody would make a rush decision on their own. In the end, a UFC contract was offered to both Griffin and Bonner. After the fight, the Spike executives negotiated in the back of the arena the second season. This time Spike paid the production plus a little bit more. Dana said as soon as the fight was over that they knew they made it. There's no denying it. It fucking saved the UFC. UFC President Dana White credits this fight as being the driving force behind the future success of the UFC. An estimated 3 million viewers saw the Bonner Griffin fight live on Spike, and the resulting pay per view, where the coaches Liddell and Couture squared off, saw the then record 280,000 buys. So the next week will be about Dana White, just a quick note from him and Willa Ford, and then we probably go ahead 2 days later with the coaches. So have a good week and thanks for watching. Tough one.